news that nobody, absolute nobody is prepared to hear. No, absolute no. Once it was 2 years ago that I got a call in my office with the test result of a second scan. I was 35, finally living the life I wanted. I married my high school sweetheart and finally gotten pregnant at a year experimentally, and then suddenly we had a sack. A perfect 1 year boy, slat dinosaur depending on his mood. And having a dad suited me perfectly. I had gotten the first job I applied for in a land of thousand cross dreams. And there was I working at my dream job with my little baby and a man I had imported from Canada. But a few months before I started feeling pain in my stomach, and I had gone very expert to find out why. No one could tell me, and then out of blue, some physicians instead called me at work to tell that I had a stage 4 cancer and I was going to need to come to the hospital right away. And all I could think to say was, but I have a son. I can't end. This would can't end. It had just begun. And then I called my husband and he rushed to find me and I said all the true things that I have loved you forever. I have loved you forever. I'm so sorry. Please take care of our son. Then I was began to work at the hospital. I crossed my mind for the first time. Oh, how ironic. I had just written a book called Blessed. I'm a historian and expert in the idea that God things happen to good people. I was searched for the Christmas nickname, the Prosper the Gospel. For the love promise that God wanted you to prosper, I would never consider myself a role gospel. I was simply an observer. As God believes that God wants to reward you if you have right kind of faith. If you're good and faithful, God will give you health and wealth and bonus happiness like a boomerang. If you're good thing will always come back to you. Think possibility. Speak possibility. Nothing impossible if you believe. I got interested in a very American theology when I was 18, so by 25 I was traveling the country to village and celebrities. I spent a decade talking telling with spiritual grandmas for diving money. I interviewed countless mega church pastors, particularly here about how they live their best now. I visited with people in hospital waiting rooms and plus office. I held hands with people where chairs going to be crew. I earned my resignation as a destroyer or family vacations for always just on being dropped of the soundest mega church in town. If there was a river running out the chimney, eagle flying through the atmosphere, mud spinning golden gold, I was there. When the first I studied this whole idea of being blessed was in the web, it is today, it was not like it is now, and Angel line is the blessed home gods. It was not yet fluid, handstand, less fancy, line place, t-shirt, and one art. I had no idea blessed become one of the most common cultural cliches. One of the most hashtag on Instagram to celebrate belly, their bikini shots, and even say I'm so blessed that thank you Jesus for this body. I had not yet fully grasped the way that the gospel had become the great level conversion offered the transcendent account for the core of the American dream raiders was barely found. The Apostle Gospel will chase Americans eat the fields and reconcile their hungers, their hard work and moral fiber. Americans believe in the gospel of ultimate sins and they their own proof. But despite telling myself I'm just studying the stuff, I'm nothing like that. When I got my tickets, I suddenly understood how deeply invested I was in own and richer theology. If you live in this culture, whether you are or not, it is extremely difficult to avoid failing into the trap revealing which true success go hand in hand. The more I start down my necklace, the more I reconcile that I have my own motivations, the idea that good things happen to good people. Aren't I good? Aren't I special somehow? I've commented several commenters to date. So why is this happening to me? I want God to make me good and reward my favorite just a few awards along the way. Okay, like sending awards. I believe that hardships were only detours on what I was certain would be my long life. That is the case with many of us is a mindset that served me well. The gospel of success drove me to achieve, to dream big, to non-fear. It was mindset that served me until I didn't. I was confronted with something I could purchase without waiting. I told myself and saying to the phone, but I have a son. Because it's what all I could think of to say. That was the most difficult moment. Except the phone call, the one to the hospital, when that my own personality, person gospel had failed me, had anything I thought was good, special, could also my hard work, my personality, my humor, my perspective. I had to face the fact that my life is built with paper walls, and so everyone else. It had to accept that we are all break away from a problem that could destroy something impractical or alter our life completely. We know that the life buffers and afters. I'm asking all the time to say what I could never go back. All that again so much specific. I tell me no before was better. A few months later, I got sick about this, and I sent to editor of New York Times in respect taking of the most famous moments in your life to upload. It's not a amazing way to feel. I got thousands of letters and emails. I still get it every day. I think it's because the questions I ask, how do you live without quite so many reasons for bad things that happen? I ask, would it be better to live without outrageous formulas for why people deserve that they can, and was so funny, so terrible, so cursed, and ask people to smile down, especially for the best thing that happened. So what did the thousand of readers do? Yeah, they wrote the definition that is there to me, what happened to me, and they really want me to understand the reason. People want me to resolve them, that my cancer is all part of the plan. A few letters was God's plan cancer, so I could have people writing about it. People are certain it is test of my character or proof of something terrible I done. They wanted to know without that there's the hidden logic to this seeming chaos. They're telling me husband and wife standing up is hospital that everything happened for a reason and that is scary. And finally he says, I love to hear it. I love to hear the reason my wife is dying. And I get it. We all want a reason. We want formulas predict with their our card will pay for either love support will always make our parents happy and our kids love us. We want to live the world in which not 1 ounce of our hard work or our plan, our deepest hope will be nothing for nothing. We want to live in a world in which nothing is lost. But what I have learned in living with stage 4 cancer is there's no easy between how hard I try. The legend of my life. In the last 3 years, I experienced more pain and trauma than I even thought I could survive. I reckon all day that I have so many minutes together. I'm on my 50 bills button and this is less spirit. But all the same times I experience love so much loved. I find hard to explain. The other day I was reading the findings of near-death experience, which is found day, and yes, it's such a thing. People interview about their brushes with death, all kinds of things, car accident, label, delivery, success. Many people think, oh, I think love. I said was really hasn't. I would experience some. I felt uncomfortable telling anyone that I was sure that I was going to die. I didn't feel angry. I felt loved. I was most trivial things I lived in time I wish should have my God. So I reduced to ash. I feel like I'm floating on the love and prayers of all those who made from like worker bees bringing me note and sock and flowers and crisp and bullet. When they sat beside me, my hand in their hands suffering began to feel like heaven. The misery of other I was entering a world of people just like me. People stumbling out the verge of dreams they thought the two plans didn't resign they had made. It was the feeling of being more in sentence. Somehow people experience the same situations, and that feeling stayed with me for a month. I found grown, so during I started to panic the prospect. If lost thing to begin as friends, technologians, historians, not I like that. What I'm gonna do with a loving feeling. It's gone, and they know exactly what I'm talking about. The other parent is themselves read about it with a Christian astrology, and they said, yeah, still go, the feelings will go. And there will be formulas to how to get it back, but they offered me the little piece of restaurants I clung to. They said the feeling of these, like they ties live in France. And they do. And it's not proof of anything. That is nothing to boast about it. It was just a gift, so I can respond to thousands of emails I get with my own 5-step plan, steaming health and magical floating feelings. I see that the world is joined by events that wonderful and terrible, generous and tragic. I can't respond the contradictions, except that I'm being to believe that these do not cancel each other out. Life is so beautiful, and life is so hard. Today I'm doing quite well. The environmental drugs appear to be working, and they're watching everything was scanned. I hope it will live a long time. I hope it will live to imprison my son. And so what my husband lose beautiful hair, I think I might, but I'm learning to live and to love without counting the cost, without reason and strength that nothing will be lost. Life will break your heart, and life may take everything you have and everything you hope for, but there's one kind of possibility, gospel that I believe in. I believe that in the darkness, even there will be beauty, there will be love, and every no now that it will feel like more than enough.